I'm trying to make sure that I'm not just getting my Mii Sword Fighter strong, I also want my Pikachu to be strong, so I'm going to be playing more of these longer sets with my Pikachu, and today we're fighting Lugia's Piranha Plant, one of the better Piranha Plants that I've ever played, and we were just playing a friendly session. There's no, like, definitive set count, we just kind of kept playing until our internet went bad for some reason. But yeah, they were very strong. It was a lot of fun to play them, and of course, I feel like this matchup is almost relevant, because Spargo might go Piranha Plant. Granted, he could probably just, you know, beat me with Cloud. I don't think Piranha Plant is necessary, but it's possible he goes it. So, yeah, I mean, a big thing about this matchup, I do think Pikachu wins. It honestly just becomes a matter of damage output, and we're not really going to see it in this first game. But things like Nair Loops work a really, really long time against Piranha Plant. It takes a lot of damage, and of course you can edgeguard this character. It's a little bit difficult sometimes with the different amount of mix-ups they have with their recovery. Getting some solid drag down damage there, and of course, yeah, Thunder's going to be huge. They can't really down B off stage very much because they just die, so it can be a little scary for them. So they have to recover in very specific ways, and if you read that timing right, or like maybe get a 2-frame through the stage, it can be quite lethal. But of course, Piranha Plant's kill potential is really, really good, and of course you have Patui, so I can't just be really aggressive when it comes to advantage state. I noticed that we were getting a couple times already that stock, so I just went for the forward smash, and that is going to be the first stock for me. Patui just lingers for so long. And yeah, Lugia, they were... you know, they were hitting a lot of interesting stuff overall through this game. That was showing the first double up zip, I'm pretty sure, of the set. And yeah, Patui there, again, you have to be very careful with your spacing as Pikachu. And of course, we don't have a lot of disjoints, so it has to be a little bit more movement-based compared to just spacing-based. But yeah, just gonna disengage there. I didn't want to just, you know, unnecessarily be aggressive in that position, because I'm trying to not do that. Believe it or not, nowadays, I would like to potentially... I messed up my waveland there, that's so funny. But I would like to, in general, not always just be aggressive and be comfortable doing nothing. Of course, it's a lot easier, too, when I have a lead, and currently I have a lead, so... I'm kind of okay with that. 126, I just jump off stage and Thunder in case they get aggressive, but Piranha Plant generally will not get aggressive due to the fact that they have Patui. And they can kind of just like play for landing traps there. I get a drag down there. I thought I was going to get hit 3, didn't. Panic rolled. Good read by Lugia. They take their first stock of the set. I get a roll read there with back air. Definitely not as good as their roll read back air to take the stock. I can DI that jab up. I start doing that later. I don't know why I didn't do that the first couple. And really good SDI on that Nair there. They also had good SDI, I believe, on the first back air I hit them with in the set. Or rather, in this game. Because obviously it would be through the set. But yeah, we're just... trying to feel each other out. Quick Attack is so good in this matchup because I feel like it can catch a lot of Piranha Plant's movement, and also sometimes Patui will beat it, but obviously if the Patui is above a platform, I don't have to worry about that as much. Thought it was going to get caught on the platform there, which is why I got hit by that one, and we have a pretty close game. Pikachu's killing, not really going to kill super early because Piranha Plant, one of the heaviest characters in the game, whereas Pikachu is very light. So now, of course, now that we are like basically even percent, I'm still closer to dying. I can't get an edge guard right with a down air. Even back air trump, I was going to say, but that barely doesn't get the kill. So I'm just trying to get some hits, but a nice down B there. Down B on T-Jolt is really, really good. Run up grab, up throw, not going to kill. Just because, again, Piranha Plant is heavy. And I mean, it's very interesting they made Piranha Plant heavy, but also they do have Clay Pot attached to them, so I guess it makes sense. They get the up throw, and their up throw is definitely significantly better at killing than Pika's. I try to get a roll read there. Spot dodge down smash, unfortunately sending the wrong way. Well, like, you know, I was facing to the left. It always sends forward. Tried to hit the roll there with dash attack, but the roll was a little too far. Dash attack there. I'm like, I want the kill. And then I notice, I'm just like, okay, I can just Thunder Jolt, get a grab, get a forward air, and then the landing forward air actually combos into the dash attack, so I do take my second stock. So now 4% separate us. Tui, there's easily going to get punished, but again, really good SDI on back air. So maybe forward air would be the better route at low percents, but I'm not 100% sure because you can also SDI forward air to hell. You know, that's why we need these open up grabs or random landing nairs, but why would you ever hit that? Or just honestly like an open up air, because up air could combo into landing nair, and I'm just T-jolting between the platforms and the floor, trying to make it difficult. I get an open up there, no double jump, and I wasn't able to get anything there. The immediate up B made it so that I could not get a Thunder. Quick Attack Tech Chase. I wanted it to be DI in on the left side so I can get a Thunder there, but I don't hit it. Again, Patui above the platform, not an issue there, so I do end up getting a couple hits. Patui there, scary though, 73%. 106 on Lugia. They are not quite at death percent. I mean, like, down smash near the ledge probably would kill, but like most things at this point for Pikachu are not killing unless I'm hitting them very, very far off stage. I'm just trying to quick attack a lot and have different movement to just make it a little bit less comfortable for them. And I'm just, oh no, now I'm off stage. But they didn't have Patui, so I do get an open up there. Patui almost getting a hit that honestly probably would have killed me. Down B not going to be a punish. T-Jolt grab is the punish, but they DI out, so no Thunder there. Try to get a different Thunder and downer for the stage, but I do not get it. I actually don't know where Piranha Plant's 2-frame technically is. But this is very, very scary. Up throw will easily kill for Plant right now. A lot of things will. Whereas I still have not everything in my kill arsenal. We both roll. So scary. They could have reacted and gotten a grab. Maybe I go off stage. Thunder, not going to be the big hit, so it's not going to get the kill there. Down air, they're still able to tech it crazy. I thought that would be untechable. I remember thinking that at the time as well. And I know that here, you know, I have plenty of killings. Forward air, grab, dash attack, a bunch of things. And that's when Pikachu gets really, really scarce. That's going to be the forward air for game 1. We go to Hollow Bastion. I think the next like 3 or 4 games are Hollow Bastion. I don't know why our random just really wanted us to get Hollow Bastion. There's back air grab. They didn't have as good SDI. And this is the Nair Loop. This is like the biggest problem for Plant in the matchup is you just take so much damage. 64% guaranteed. I actually could have got more, but I just went for a read with the Thunder there. I was hoping it would send to the left because it probably would have killed. But either way, now this is a huge lead. This is where Plant can have some difficulty, is coming back, because of course if Pikachu plays a little bit more passive, Plant doesn't really have great aggressive tools. Forward tilt 2-frame there. I'd meant to just Thunder and have the Bolt go off stage, but I just messed it up. Nair also wanted to get the drag down there, but that's going to be a trip on the T-Jolt. Nair up smash. That's going to be the first stock, 2.5%. That's pretty good for me again. Patui, you can't do it as like a zoning tool as much against Pika, because we can just go under it, a quick attack around it. Thunder twice to get a bunch of damage. T-Jolt forced them to go low, and then I actually mistimed my Thunder there. I actually could have got another stock, or probably the stock there, but either way, I'm completely content with this amount of damage. And then I get a jab block, push off, trump into the down air. I love that setup. It's not guaranteed, but oftentimes in a jab block, the last thing you're paying attention to is getting pushed off stage, because it's like kind of crazy. So you go, oh god, I got pushed off stage, and then by that time you even react to that, you're nope, you're trumped. I was gonna say you're drunk. Tech chase there, but I go for the cash out jab, which definitely was not correct. But obviously online you can't really react. Also, shoutouts, if y'all did not see, there's going to be a new mod that was coming out that actually can reduce the input delay of Smash Ultimate in general by a lot. I don't exactly know how they managed to do that, but it's going to take, I think, 3 frames off of the initial delay of the game as a whole, so it's going to make Wi-Fi a lot better. But yeah, I just wanted a side note, so like you will be seeing more Pikachu content and Mean Brawler content that's like more analogous to offline play, which I am looking forward to. But yeah, at this point, I'm up a lot. I'm up 106 to 97. A lot of hits here are going to kill. I don't think I get a spike there. Yeah, it's pretty difficult to spike Plant like that, unless you're hitting them in the startup, or they have to go a very specific area, and I'm just trying to close out the game. But again, T-Jolt's getting extra damage around the platforms, not around the platforms. There's a a down tilt, not a dash attack. I wanted a dash attack as the tech chase, but and they mistimed there. Neutral got a punish, I get a grab, I miss buffer some pummels, so I kind of just sit there and look at them, which is definitely not on purpose. I go into the stage there, it's not worth it. Have to make them at the very least position, and that's going to be an up throw, not going to be a kill. 158, even with 117 rage, is kind of crazy. Up air, also pretty good DI, so that's also not going to kill. But again, at this point, I'm like, well, I'm up 3 stocks to 1. Like, a billion things are going to kill here. So I'm not really stressing about it. T-Jolts can sometimes help edgeguard as well, and that's going to be the up throw 182. It's crazy how heavy Plant is. I mean, that's why players like Spargo can really capitalize on how long their stock can be, and then just be really, really good players as it's happening. Forward air unfortunately drops there due to the Patui animation. And here, I recognize that I didn't know exactly how to get a Nair in that position, or like the grab, because it didn't look like I could. So I did not get the Nair loop there. So I do unfortunately not get that much damage, but again, I still have the position at this point, and that's going to be attack forward air, nothing, but still going to be, oh, I think that meant to be a drop off back air or something like that. But either way, I'm getting a lot of damage, a lot of weird backwards hits and trades, so I definitely have not capitalized as much. But Lugia, again, just trying to deal with the Pikachu rushdown, right? It's hard. Like, this is the thing, is like, I feel like we've definitely got hella buffer and misinputs there. That's the thing about Pikachu, is if you don't know how to deal with the Pikachu aggression, it can just be really, really smothering. But at the same time, the disadvantage still has to be clean. I almost got hit by that Patui off stage there. And yeah, look at how much just damage Lugia has been able to get on me. I try to get a Nair up smash on the platform, but unfortunately I missed there as well. And that frame 2 jab coming out from Plant to interrupt again. Patui from far is potentially punishable. I mess up my angle there, or maybe just anticipate. I don't remember if I messed up my angle or if I just misanticipated where the hit was going to go. The Patui or if they just, you know, I maybe didn't expect them to Patootie at all. So I do lose the stock there. There's the Thunder, and that is going to be at least getting them off stage with the Mash Thunder. But again, I mess up. I try to hold down there. The forward air on the spot dodge is hit, but again, does not kill. This is the crazy part. But again, no down B. I mentioned that at the beginning of the set with the edge guards. You can't really down B off stage as Pika unless you're really, really far off stage. But either way, then I can just kind of time like a Skull Bash or like a forward air or something like that. But definitely if you're closer to the stage, it's a problem because I can just go down there with a Thunder, at least if I'm off stage. Double up tilt to start the Nair Loop, and this can definitely help me even up the games. Look at how much percent I got. I dropped the combo, but I still pick it, end up back up after they try to mash jab, and hey, it's an even game. Back there, they're going to extend their lead. You'd rather give them just a little bit of a lead, and I think I just let go of my double up zip button a little bit too early, so I do not get my recovery there, so I am going to be down. There's a down B. Tried to punish with the back air, but again, if you have to recover high, then the Thunder will come out because your angle has to become more obvious, so it's basically an even game. Forward throw going to do some damage. Poison Cloud also. Quick attack, really good at interrupting. I try to get a downer, but again, Lugia had really good recognition of when they were supposed to like immediately up B. I feel like I did not get a lot of like cheap edge guards. It's like sometimes like the edge guard position is bad, but I don't think they really flubbed any of their recoveries from what I remember. I missed my downer there, so unfortunately I lose my biggest bit of damage from like a single hit. Try to get an air dodge read, but they Patootie, and then I kind of just got scared that it was somehow going to hit me, so I released early, even though I could have actually continued to hold forward smash. Very close game here. I don't know if you can up smash in the middle of back air. That would definitely be something to pay attention to if that's the case. Again, I try to just jab, hoping it's a missed tech, but they tech in place, so I get jab. So I just get a single jab. Sorry, no jab block. And at this point, I'm just playing not to die, right? Again, Plant has a lot of kills. Patootie, up throw probably at this percent, especially with a couple pummels. So it's a little bit uncomfortable here for me, but I'm just trying to get any type of kill. Forward air going to push out. Unfortunately, I roll right in front. Thankfully, they did not react, and then there was the tech. I expected, I mean, there was 3 or 4 correct options there, right? Tech in place, no tech, and tech away all would have got hit by that dash attack. So I was just kind of hoping it was one of those 3 things and not the tech in. I get a back air there, but unfortunately, I try to get like some type of up tilt so I can start a Nair Loop, but I do not end up getting it. Up air from below them, but unfortunately, nothing there. But again, after that trump, I could have got up air Thunder, but unfortunately, I do cross up the up air, so it does not work correctly. Try to 2-frame with a jab, and then mashing jab between the re-hit rate of my jab is kind of crazy. I mean, it makes sense just because there's, I think, 5 or 6 frame gaps between all of my jabs. But it was still kind of insane. 23% lead, now a little bit bigger for Lugia in this game. I get a dash attack, send them off stage, and I thought they were going to air dodge there, but very smart. They're just like, well, you're in a bad position, let me just mash my spike, and it actually ends up working out there for Lugia. And now they have, yet again, a stock lead. I believe that's their 2nd or 3rd one of the set. I remember I went into this, and I was like, I'm going to play a little bit more passive, which is why the first game was a little bit longer, and then I like fighting too much. Like fighting. I mean, I haven't necessarily been like doing stupid aggression, I don't think, except like a couple times, obviously, like sometimes you will just be wrong. I like that double jump down air, hitting through the stage as well with the 2-frame. Try to get it again, but unfortunately missed that. And a nice up tilt choice by Lugia on the cross up. They try to get an up smash, which I don't blame them for. That would have been quite good, but I don't exactly know what I'm trying to get here, but I do get the down air on the higher recovery. I don't think they wanted to recover in because I've already hit it a couple times, so they want to just, you know, mix it up with out, and I just kind of predicted that correctly. But I'm still down 94. That's not great. Air dodging through the down B, but I don't get on stage, and Patootie hits, but I do live there. No double jump because I didn't do double jump T-Jolt. Just try to get as many T-Jolts and pressure as I can. Nice back air, though, and that is going to be basically a full stock lead for Lugia, very largely, but I do get an open up grab, so this can be a lot of damage, a lot of momentum, but I up air the wrong way, so I actually drop it there. Tried to get a weak up air, down air cheekiness, but it did not work out. I go for a spot dodge read there, but they just mash jab afterwards, and now, unfortunately, I lose the momentum and take a good bit of damage. Instant wall jump, they're going to help so much when it comes to getting off the ledge. There's a down B. Am I going to get anything here off an edge guard? No, I don't think so. Yeah, Thunder probably just going to go to the left here. Not worth risking that 2-frame because it's a pretty easy timing. But either way, like, they still have them at a decent amount of percent, right? I think I can get a kill. That's why you see me go for that forward smash. I definitely wanted to end the stock, and they still have been neutral, like a decent bit there, mostly doing ledge jumps, but It's really scary to pressure ledge jumps against Piranha Plant because they can do drop off Patui and that'll just beat it out entirely. A very fast double jump forward air. It's not technically IDJ. And then again, they down B off stage, so I do get that spike. You can't down B against Pikachu when you're like anywhere near the stage as long as I'm already off stage. So scary. That's going to be final hit forward air into the grab, so I get some Nair loop, and then they don't react appropriately when they got out of it, so this is going to be even more damage. There's the drag down on platform. I thought the up tilt would have worked, but either way, good amount of damage. I did kind of get bailed out. They did not do the proper like ways to get out of that position. Plan rapid jab, safe as fuck, apparently. I mean, I guess it was the whatchamacallit, the 1, 2, 3, the gentleman's, and I get another thunder there. Just again at some point you can just see, okay, they're gonna recover at this timing. The thunder covers so many times, and finally we're up Hollow Bastion. I don't know why the game gave us Hollow Bastion so much. It was very odd. I tried to get a back air there. I knew there was a Patui coming, so I wasn't super scared of the offstage position. I meant to go to top, or not top plat, I guess. I meant to go to the platform there, and I think that's one of my bigger issues is like when something happens or like I miss input and I wasn't ready for it, I feel like I like lose in scramble positions or like I get really flustered and then recover in stupid ways that end up getting me hit a lot of times. I feel like that happens versus some of the edge guarding characters versus like Rob and stuff as well. So something definitely to look out for. After the down tilt, I go for a down air to try to go over the jab. It works out and I end up getting this nice little sequence, but I don't think the down air I timed correctly. Nair was unfortunately for Lugia a cross up. I try to go for my up smash roll read after the jab block, but I miss input up smash because up smash on box is a little awkward, and that's such a nasty setup. Back air can drag off the stage into they tech on the ceiling, and then they have to be ready for the double jump up air. It is so nasty. I do get back air and up air, but unfortunately it does not combo into Nair because of the amount of rage that I had, and then I end up getting hit by a Patui there. I try to get some type of edge guard here, hoping they were double jump. No, and then the thunder is mistimed, so I do miss it. That could have been an edge guard for sure if I was more on top of it, so definitely something to look out for. Down tilt into, I think I reacted to the trip actually, and then got the downer because that's actually what you can do guaranteed. T-jolt into Nair. Down smash, gonna be some nice stuff, and I go off stage because again, if they're willing to down B, I can just kind of punish them, so I'm trying to just test what they want to do when I'm off stage. Mostly the time should just be Patui or even nothing sometimes, but either way, I'm up a good bit of percent. Air dodging definitely past that Patui. I do not want to mess with it in general, right? That's such a high amount of damage. Probably the biggest flaw overall of Lugia in this set is they weren't really punishing my dash attacks on shield. You can definitely get grab or up smash depending on percent, right? So either grab at any percent, just get grab, forward throw, position, blah, blah, blah. Or they can get up smash out of shield, I'm pretty sure is fast enough. I think it's framed like 9 or something. Maybe I'm wrong about up smash, but I'm like 100% sure on grab. I'm mostly sure on up smash. Nice forward air to get Lugia a good position. Thankfully, I think pancake under that back air because of my landing forward air, which is kind of crazy. They try to read a full hop. Unfortunately, they were wrong, and so I get a punish and a beautiful down B aim. I did not expect them to be able to hit that, so that is going to be them up a stock yet again in this set. I think we have been even, or I guess like not in terms of every stock, but in terms of first stocks, I think it's been relatively even, or I think it's like 4. What game is this? I think this is game 5. So I believe it is, including this game, I think it's 3-2 in my favor in terms of who takes the first stock. Could have got back there for sure. I'm just trying to end this stock. My final hit of forward air will not hit on platform at these heights, but it will hit shield, which is kind of interesting, but I do hit the neutral get up. I try to do the forward air pretty far away so that if the ledge jump comes out, I can hit it, but I won't get hit by Patui. Beautiful anti-air up tilt. Very, very nice stuff by Lugia. I think I misbuffer something there, so I get nothing. And I see the Nair on shield. They haven't really been landing with Patui. They're mostly just landing with aerials. And I get a thunder there. Is that going to be teched? No, it's not. But I do believe they recover. Yes, they can. Plants recovery, of course, very, very far. Quick attack doesn't combo into anything quite yet. So I do not get anything off of it except maybe some scary position. I get a jab block there. Down tilt dash attack going to be solid damage. Could have got maybe a thunder on the jump read. They did land. I expect them to go for another jump because I didn't really punish them too hard for it, but they did not. They just tried to go to ledge. So I lose the position a little bit. But again, like sometimes I feel like it's worth cashing out on some reads like that. Speaking of reads, that's going to be the correct up smash on the DI in bait, basically. I'm hoping they DI in so that they're holding in, so they roll, and I get the up smash. It is very, very satisfying. So that is going to be, I believe the set count is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-0 me at this point. But again, like 3 of the games were like really close, so I definitely think that Lugia could have won these games with just like a single placed better thing, or like if dash attack is going to get punished or something like that. I try to get a downer, but I didn't expect them to go for the up B so early. I thought they were going to like seek out the position, and I try to get a down and then up angle quick attack to grab the ledge. But I mess it up. I mistimed it. Hashtag Wi-Fi, baby. It happens, but that's okay. So I'm down a stock, but at the same time, I can still explode. A lot of momentum, a lot of damage, so I don't feel too bad about that. Which, again, maybe I should be thinking in terms of like, oh, well, I'll slowly regain the lead, and I just won't get hit very much. But my brain's always like, I can just come back from this. I can just destroy them, which maybe doesn't help me in terms of being safe and things like that. Forwarder over the jab. The jab is just really good in this matchup in general. Nice tech on that. And I try to get a Nair down smash. I thought I was going to hit the ledge jump, but the down smash, I get kind of bailed out because their Nair extends the hurt box of Piranha Plant, so the down smash actually kind of just scooped them in. So I take the stock, but I'm still down about 100%. I do get a back air in the smoke of the Poison Cloud. Nothing there. I do get an up air on the ledge jump. I tech in place read with the down air. I'm trying to use down air more. I know that was like one of my favorite things to do back in Brawl and even in Smash 4, so I feel like I just want to bring it back a little bit more. I think that move is very good. Forward air unfortunately misses the platform tech chase there, and they're mashing F tilt in those positions, and it worked out for them. 120. Of course, a lot of things are going to kill me at this point, so I do have to play a little bit more scared, a little bit more careful. I guess not necessarily scared, but just more careful that I'm not going to get hit by stuff. I see the Patooey, so I dash dance around it. Thunder just to maybe get some little easy type of edge guard, and I hold jab here. I don't think they can get grab guaranteed. They can get probably their own jab or maybe F tilt, but that's totally fine by me. Solid damage. Also unstales my moves, and I threaten them to go low, and then I don't down air in time, so I grab the ledge a second time, which is unfortunate. They read the lack of cross up there on the landing Nair, and so that is going to be a grab and a stock for Lugia. Again, I feel like they recognized a lot of little things. It was just they didn't really recognize dash attack specifically, or didn't know that they could punish it. I'm not 100% sure. Again, there's not a ton of Pikachus, so, I understand being unfamiliar with that position. I take a lot of damage there from Poison Cloud, something I oftentimes try to not do because it really adds up very quickly. And of course, Piranha Plant doesn't have like crazy combos, honestly, so taking like 10, I guess not 10, 10 is pretty low percent from Poison Cloud, but taking like an extra like 30 or 40% over the course of the game from Poison Cloud is like 2 or 3 neutral interactions potentially that you could be getting against Piranha Plant. Another Nair drag down grab, very good recognition of the sides of this game. Single quick attack does not actually mix them up too much, and then their movement is I get baited to dash attack, and they do get a punish. Get up attack there on the Patooey like bounce thing I find really helpful because they try to get something greedy on like a neutral get up or something like that. I do get an up throw, so I do get the stock, but I'm down 119. This is pretty bad. Patooey, I avoid. Up tilt, now I'm at death percent to a lot of stuff, unfortunately, but of course, Pikachu is very explosive. I tried to get a weak up air into like double jump up, or like weak up air, maybe even the strong up air was what I wanted in that position to get. Strong up air thunder. I jab the Patooey, and I do get hit for game there. We're gonna go back to small battlefield again. We were just on random, didn't really matter, and I just kind of like am talking through like my thought processes here and like the commentary in general. Because one, you guys said you liked that because I like commentary. I thought that was going to be a strong up air, but unfortunately it was not. I was trying to get again a DI in thunder. Confirmed because I know that a lot of people like it makes sense to be DIing in there. I do get splat there with the down air, but unfortunately do not get the tech chase, the subsequent tech chase. There's the platform. I've seen that set up a lot where like the Patooey bounces on platform and then you take 1 billion damage, so I do know 100% there to get up attack. That is just an elite smash thing that I've had to deal with before, so definitely enough Piranha Plants have tried to do that. So that is now going to be very even game. I try to get this double jump back air, and I definitely mess up my quick attack angle, but I kind of get bailed out. I should have died there for sure. It should have just been a forward smash or something. Instant wall jump into double jump T-Jolt is so far out and so safe. Fair drops, but I recognized that it was going to drop, so I actually just pick the move back up, basically, and get the stock there. And I tried to time my neutral get up, or like, I think I tried to jump there, but I just did a little too late, so the Patooey ends up hitting, so I lose my stock as well, but now I got Nair loop there. Good air dodge. I'm kind of surprised I messed it up. I tried to parry, but of course it's a multi-hit, and also downer does beat Patooey because it does enough damage. I guess it doesn't beat it, it just like trades with it, but I don't get hit. Like it, at the very least, neutralizes the hurt box. I don't know why I'm only going for jabs in those positions instead of like, I guess I can't react because it's Wi-Fi, so I'm not trying to. Okay, and that was a down air. So this is a lot of pressure for me at the moment. I feel like I haven't got hit in a while, and I'm just kind of like putting on a lot of pressure. I bait to the neutral guard, but that was supposed to be an air down smash, and I mess it up. I don't know how I got a dash forward instead of down smash. Not 100% sure. Forward air, they tech. But I'd rather just a chance of them missing the tech, or at the very least more damage, because I knew that even if they upbeat, I'm still going to be in a good position, because they have to upbeat like super far across the stage and fall and stuff. So haven't got hit in a while. Again, now 40%. I've been at 40%, I feel like, for quite some time. They down B, and even if I'm not off stage, I can still go off there with a down air. Very good at recognizing that type of thing. Similar thing to like Greninja side B and stuff. Nair loops here, and this is going to be some good damage if I don't drop it. Doesn't seem like I dropped it. Well, unfortunate, and that is going to be me going under. There's a Thunder, and it just misses the tech chase. So I don't think I got hit for maybe like a minute and a half at the end of that game. And now we go to PS2. I think the first time we got PS2 this whole set, because I think it was like Small Battlefield, the 3 Hollow Bastion games, Town, and then double Small Battlefield. But I'm pretty comfortable on PS2. I feel like, honestly, I'm more comfortable here. Oh, they get a directional air dodge, I think, or maybe neutral air dodge, but they were far enough off stage because of the drag down there that they end up dying. Okay, I do get a shield poke there. Neutral get up with the down air, kind of nice. Now I'm off stage. Thunder puts them in a tech chase situation, drop off forward air. Again, sometimes people just miss the tech, right? Or at the same time, sometimes they won't try to tech because they don't want to get drag down locked out. So pretty solid start for me, 2 stocks. I mean, Pikachu just kind of does that sometimes, where you get some offstage positions. Oh, that Nair hit, that was crazy. So now, after all that, it's also a Nair loop down smash off stage, 67%. Thunder gonna tech chase? No, it's not. I mean, it's gonna put into a tech situation. I wanted to hit them out with a strong Thunder, obviously, but that's gonna be a 3 stock. And then after this, the internet went bad. We were playing another game, and it just kind of went to... I don't know why it was so bad, but thank you, Lugia, for playing. I do want to play... I mean, again, I want to play better and better people, and hopefully I do well, because I want to prove myself for my, you know, the video where I said I'm going to beat a bunch of the PGR, or Lumi rank, whatever, fucking alt rank people. But thank you all for watching. As always, social media partner stuff is down below, and I will see you all next time. Peace.